Hello students, in the last lecture we solved some examples on parametric function. Now today we start our new topic in this chapter. It is higher order derivatives. If y is equal to f of x is a differentiable function of x, then we know dy by dx is equal to f dash of x. This is called as the first order derivative of y with respect to x, and it is denoted by y1 or y dash. This we know. Now students, if this function means this derivative f dash of x is again some function of x, and if it is differentiable, then its derivative is exist. So it is clear that f dash of x is also a function of x. If it is again differentiable, then its derivative is given by d by dx of dy by dx. It is equal to d by dx of f dash of x. Is called the second order derivative of y with respect to x, and is denoted by d square y by dx square, or f double dash of x, or y2 or y double dash. That means here we observe that this second order derivative is the derivative of first order derivative. Now similarly, if this second order derivative is again function of x, then it can be differentiable. So similarly, d cube y by dx cube or f triple dash of x or y3 or y triple dash is called the third order derivative of y is equal to f of x. If the process of differentiation is continued, that means if we differentiate this function y is equal to f of x n times, then we get the nth order derivative of y. So in general, the nth order derivative of y with respect to x is denoted by dn y by dx raised to n, or simply fn dash x. In our new syllabus, this topic is added, the nth order derivative. This topic is added, but because of this situation of COVID-19, that topic will be deleted from our syllabus. So remember this. Now today we solve some examples on this topic from our exercise 1.5. So see example 1. Find the second order derivative of x raised to 5 2 times x raised to 5 minus 4x cube minus 2 upon x square minus 9. Now let us denote first this given function as y. So in the solution, let y is equal to the given function. Now differentiate this with respect to x. We get dy by dx is equal to d by dx of 2x raised to 5 minus 4x cube minus 2 upon x square minus 9. Now first I write this 1 upon x square as x raised to minus 2. So it is equal to d by dx of 2x raised to 5 minus 4x cube minus 2x raised to minus 2 minus 9. Now I differentiate this. So derivative of x raised to 5 is 5x raised to 4. So we get it is equal to 10x raised to 4 minus 12x square, and is minus 2 into minus 2. It is plus 4. So plus 4 x raised to minus 3. 1 is subtracted from this index. So here we get minus 3. Now this is the first order derivative of the given function, means y. Now we observe it is again differentiable function of x. So again differentiate with respect to x. We get d by dx of dy by dx is equal to d by dx of 10x raised to 4 minus 12x square plus 4x raised to minus 3. Now differentiating each term, here we get in LHS the derivative of dy by dx with respect to x is d square y by dx square. It is equal to 40x cube minus 24x plus 4 into derivative of x raised to minus 3 is minus 3 into x raised to minus 4. Now x raised to minus 4 means it is 1 upon x raised to 4. And hence here we get d square y by dx square is equal to 40x cube minus 24x minus 12x raised to 4. This is the required second order derivative for the given function. Now example 2. Find the second order derivative of e raised to 4x multiplied by cos 5x. So in the solution, let y is equal to the given function e raised to 4x into cos 5x. Now we observe it is product of two functions of x. So differentiate this by using u into v rule. So dy by dx is equal to d by dx of e raised to 4x into cos 5x. Now use u v rule. So we get here dy by dx is equal to e raised to 4x into d by dx of cos 5x plus cos 5x into d by dx of e raised to 4x. Now since the derivative of cos 5x is minus sin 5x into derivative of 5x means derivative of this term is minus 5 sin 5x. And derivative of e raised to 4x is 4 times e raised to 4x. So we get dy by dx is equal to e raised to 4x multiplied by minus 5 sin 5x plus cos 5x multiplied by 4 e raised to 4x. And that is, or therefore dy by dx is equal to minus 5 e raised to 4x into sin 5x plus 4 e raised to 4x into cos 5x. Now taking here e raised to 4x as the common factor from both the terms in RHS. So we get dy by dx is equal to e raised to 4x multiplied by, inside the bracket we remains with minus 5 sin 5x plus 4 cos 5x. Now this is the value of dy by dx, which is again some function of x. So again differentiate this with respect to x. We get d by dx of dy by dx is equal to d by dx of e raised to 4x into minus 5 sin 5x plus 4 cos 5x. Now again use here u into v rule in RHS. So we get, by taking the derivative in LHS, we get d square y by dx square is equal to e raised to 4x into d by dx of minus 5 sin 5x plus 4 cos 5x plus minus 5 sin 5x plus 4 cos 5x into d by dx of e raised to 4x. Now taking the derivatives, here derivative of sin 5x is 5 cos 5x. Derivative of cos 5x is minus 5 sin 5x. And here derivative of e raised to 4x is 4 e raised to 4x. So we get now d square y by dx square is equal to e raised to 4x multiplied by minus 25 cos 5x minus 20 sin 5x plus minus 5 sin 5x plus 4 cos 5x multiplied by 4 e raised to 4x. Now again we observe from both the terms we can take e raised to 4x as a common factor. Therefore we get d square y by dx square is equal to e raised to 4x into, inside the bracket, minus 25 cos 5x minus 20 sin 5x, and multiplying by this 4, inside the bracket we remains with minus 20 sin 5x plus 16 cos 5x. Now solving the like terms, we get d square y by dx square is equal to e raised to 4x multiplied by minus 9 cos 5x minus 40 sin 5x. Now taking this minus sign or minus 1 as a common factor, therefore we get d square y by dx square is equal to minus e raised to 4x multiplied by 9 cos 5x plus 40 sin 5x. This is our required second order derivative for the given function. Now see example number 3. Example 3 is find d square y by dx square if x is equal to a multiplied by theta minus sin theta, y is equal to a multiplied by 1 minus sin theta. Means here we have to given x and y are the parametric function of theta, and our aim to find here derivative of y with respect to x. It is the second order derivative. So in the solution, given x is equal to a into theta minus sin theta, y is equal to a into 1 minus cos theta. So first of all, we differentiate both x and y with respect to theta. We get dx upon d theta is equal to a multiplied by d theta of theta minus sin theta. So taking the derivative, we get dx upon d theta is equal to a multiplied by 1 minus cos theta. Also, if we differentiate y, we get dy by d theta is equal to a multiplied by d theta of 1 minus cos theta. So it is equal to, since the derivative of cos theta is minus sin theta, this minus becomes plus. So dy by d theta is equal to a sin theta. Now since here both x and y are parametric functions of theta, so by using derivative of parametric function, we have dy by dx is equal to dy by d theta divided by dx upon d theta. Substituting their corresponding values, we get dy by dx is equal to a into sin theta divided by a into 1 minus cos theta. Now we observe it cancel in both numerator and denominator. Now substituting value of sin theta by using formulae for half angle and again value for 1 minus cos theta as 2 sin square theta by 2. So we get dy by dx is equal to 2 multiplied by sin theta upon 2 into cos theta upon 2 divided by 2 times sin square theta upon 2. Now we observe here from numerator and denominator 2 sin theta by 2 get cancelled. So we remains with dy by dx as cos theta by 2 upon sin theta by 2. That means cot theta upon 2. Therefore dy by dx is equal to cot theta by 2. But now here our aim to find derivative of y, second order derivative of y with respect to x. So we again differentiate this with respect to x. We get d by dx of dy by dx is equal to d by dx of cot theta upon 2. But here we observe it is function of theta and here we differentiate with respect to x. So we adjust here d theta and so we get here d square y by dx square is equal to d by d theta of cot theta by 2 multiplied by d theta upon dx. We adjust this d theta here. Now we know value for dx upon d theta. We find that value and it is a multiplied by 1 minus cos theta. Here we require its reciprocal. Also we know derivative of cot theta by 2 is minus cosec square theta by 2 multiplied by derivative of theta by 2 with respect to theta is half. So we get d square y by dx square is equal to minus cosec square theta upon 2 into half multiplied by 1 upon a into 1 minus cos theta. We put this value from the value of dx upon d theta. Now again substitute here value of 1 minus cos theta as 2 sin square theta by 2. Therefore we get d square y by dx square is equal to minus cosec square theta by 2 into half into 1 upon 2a sin square theta upon 2. Now 1 upon sin square means it is cosec square. So cosec square into cosec square it is cosec raised to 4. And this half into half is 1 by 4. And therefore or hence we get d square y by dx square is equal to minus 1 upon 4a into cosec raised to 4 theta by 2. This is our required second order derivative of y with respect to x. Now see the next example, example number 4. Find d square y by dx square if x is equal to a cos theta, y is equal to b sin theta, at theta is equal to pi by 4. Here our aim to find again the second order derivative of y with respect to x, but we have to find its value at theta by 2. Theta is equal to pi by 4. So in the solution, given x is equal to a cos theta, y is equal to b sin theta. We write the given thing. Again here both x and y are parametric functions of theta, so differentiate both with respect to theta. We get dx upon d theta is equal to a into d by d theta of cos theta. Now derivative of cos theta is minus sin theta, therefore we get dx upon d theta is equal to minus a sin theta. Also dy by d theta is equal to b into d by d theta of sin theta. Now derivative of sin theta is cos theta, so we get dy by d theta is equal to b cos theta. Now by using the derivative of parametric function, we get dy by dx. So now we have dy by dx is equal to dy by d theta divided by dx by d theta. So substituting their corresponding values, we get dy by dx is equal to b cos theta divided by minus a sin theta. Now cos theta upon sin theta is cot theta, and therefore we get dy by dx is equal to minus b upon a cot theta. But our aim to find the double derivative, so again differentiate with respect to x, we get d by dx of dy by dx is equal to d by dx of minus b upon a cot theta. Now since again it is function of theta, so we add this here d theta. So we get d square y by dx square is equal to d by d theta of minus b upon a cos theta, cot theta into d theta by dx. Now we find the value for dx by d theta. Use that value here. We know dx by d theta is minus a sin theta. We require its reciprocal, and so we get it is equal to here minus b upon a minus cosec square theta. Derivative of cot theta is minus cosec square theta into value of d theta by dx is 1 upon minus a sin theta. Now this minus minus becomes plus, but because of this minus sign we get here minus. Again 1 upon a into 1 upon a is 1 upon a square, and 1 upon sin theta is cosec theta. So cosec square theta into cosec theta is cosec cube theta, and hence we get d square y by dx square is equal to minus b upon a square cos cube theta. But our aim here to find a value at x is equal to, theta is equal to pi by 4, and therefore now at theta is equal to pi by 4, we get d square y by dx square at theta is equal to pi by 4 is equal to minus b upon a square cosec cube pi by 4. Now we know cosec pi by 4 is square root 2, and therefore we get it is equal to minus b upon a square into root 2 bracket cube. Now root 2 bracket cube means 2 root 2, and therefore we get it is equal to minus 2 root 2b upon a square. This is the required value for double derivative at theta is equal to pi by 4. Now see example 5. If y is equal to e raised to m tan inverse x, then show that 1 plus x square d square y by dx square plus 2x minus m into dy by dx is equal to 0. This is given to you, y is equal to e raised to m tan inverse x. And the part after show that we have to prove here. So in the solution, write the given thing. Given y is equal to e raised to m tan inverse x. Now differentiate this with respect to x. We get dy by dx is equal to d by dx of e raised to m tan inverse x. And therefore we get dy by dx is equal to e raised to m tan inverse x into d by dx of m tan inverse x. So we get dy by dx is equal to e raised to m tan inverse x is y. So here I put the value for e raised to m tan inverse x as y. Therefore we get dy by dx is y is equal to y multiplied by m into 1 plus x square. Now take this 1 plus x square in LHS. It goes to multiplication, and therefore we get 1 plus x square dy by dx is equal to my. Now again differentiate this with respect to x. Now in the LHS, to differentiate we use u into v rule. Therefore we get 1 plus x square into d by dx of dy by dx plus dy by dx into d by dx of 1 plus x square is equal to m into derivative of y is dy by dx. So differentiating this, here we get derivative of dy by dx is d square y by dx square, and derivative of 1 plus x square is 2x. So after taking the derivative, we get the term as 1 plus x square multiplied by d square y by dx square plus dy by dx into 2x is equal to m into dy by dx. Now taking this term in RHS, in LHS, it becomes negative, and therefore we get 1 plus x square d square y by dx square plus 2x dy by dx minus m dy by dx is equal to 0. Now taking here dy by dx as a common factor from last two terms, and hence we get 1 plus x square d square y by dx square plus 2x minus m into dy by dx is equal to 0. This is our required answer. Now see the next example, example number 6. If y is equal to log of log 2x, show that x y2 plus y1 multiplied by 1 plus xy1 is equal to 0. Now here we have to given y is equal to log of log 2x, and therefore given y is equal to log of log 2x, differentiate with respect to x, we get dy by dx is equal to 1 upon 2x into d by dx of log 2x. Therefore dy by dx is y1, so we get y1 is equal to 1 upon 2x into 1 upon 2x into derivative of 2x is 2. This 2 get cancelled, so we get y1 is equal to 1 upon x log 2x. We call it as relation number 1. Now taking this x log 2x in LHS is goes to multiplication, and therefore we get x y1 log 2x is equal to 1. Now in the LHS, to differentiate this, we use product of three functions rule, and therefore again differentiating with respect to x, we get x into log 2x into d by dx of y1 plus xy1 into d by dx of log 2x plus y1 log 2x into d by dx of x is equal to 0. Because derivative of 1 is 0. So in the RHS we get 0 here. Now taking the derivatives, derivative of y1 is y2. Derivative of log 2x is 1 upon 2x into again derivative of 2x is 2. And derivative of x is 1. So in the next step we get x log 2x into y2 plus xy1 into 1 upon 2x into 2 plus y1 into log 2x into 1 is equal to 0. Now these 2 get cancelled, again x get cancelled in the middle term, and so we get x log 2x y2 plus y1 log 2x is equal to 0. Now dividing by log 2x, here we get x y2 plus 1 upon 2x into y1 plus y1 is equal to 0. Now from the relation number 1, the value for 1 upon log 2x is xy1. Put that value here, we get xy2 plus xy1 into y1 plus y1 is equal to 0. Now taking y1 as a common factor from last two terms, hence we get xy2 plus y1 into 1 plus xy1 is equal to 0. This we have to prove. These are some problems on this topic. So see you again in the next lecture. Thank you.